Vibes. What's up, everyone? Just wanted to make a quick video, basically. Actually, this would probably be a longer video, but basically, talking about how spirit isn't gonna give you certain information if you're not shielded. You know, you need to shield up to turn up. That's the motto. You gotta shield up to turn up. Because the way how the subnet is working, the way how the mind works, is it's using anything it can against you. You know, there's certain information that you get, spiritual information, and the mind will use it against you. You know, the mind will bring up certain loved ones to bring up certain emotions. You know, the mind, your thoughts will use, the greatest weapons, you against you. So basically what I just wanted to say was, in order to get the really, really, really high level information, when you go deep within, spirit is gonna tell you you gotta shield up. Because spirit isn't gonna give you this high level information if you're not ready. If you're not shielded up, if you're not protected spiritually, mentally, and physically, you're not gonna get the information. I mean, you'll get a little bit, to help you turn up, but you're not gonna get the really, really deep information. Because you need to make sure that you're protected so that when these agents try to use this information, they're not gonna use it against you. Because, if you're not protected in the mind, they can just tap in there and then steal it, steal all the information. But when your energy is high and you're radiating with the fire, they're gonna burn up. That's what I'm saying. These agents, they come near me, they burn up, because my fire is shining bright. That green fire. Brother Richard knows what I'm talking about. Our vibes, brother. But you have to be shielded. You need to shield up to turn up. That's a cool motto. Shield up to turn up. And once you're shielded spiritually, mentally, and physically, you're gonna be able to get the higher, the higher information. Another thing I wanted to add into this video was being able to decode your dreams. Because once you're able to decode the dreams, you'll understand the subnet way more, and you'll understand what spirit is trying to tell you. Because spirit sends you coded messages in your dreams. You know what I'm saying? The reason how I got this information was basically, I went deep within myself. Because, to get high level information, you need to go deep within. You know what I'm saying? You can watch someone's video, but they'll only give you a little bit of the answers. You have to go deep within to find the true information. So I went within, and I asked for the information that I needed, but Spirit told me you need to make sure that you're right at the moment. You need to make sure that you're shielded spiritually, mentally, and physically. And then last night I had a dream, and in that dream, I'm not gonna get deep into it. It was kind of syncing up with what Spirit was telling me during the meditation. So you'll basically kind of see how everything is linked up. You see how I wrote that in my journal, and the next I'm having a meditation, and Spirit is telling me the same thing, but in a different way. I made a video about different ways of viewing things. I also made a video on the reality being coded. You got to see that this matrix is coded. They're not gonna give you, it's not gonna be obvious. You're gonna have to put two and two together. It goes deep, but you need to pay attention. And Astro says this a lot, paying attention. This is why I made a video about paying attention. All of my videos lead up to now. All of my videos have the high vibes information that you need. I'm giving you the answers, but I'm not giving you all of them. You gotta go deep inside. But yeah, anyways, staying shielded, staying shielded at these times, especially if you want to turn up, if you want to get that really high vibes information from spirit, you're gonna have to make sure that these agents can't tap into here. These agents, they can't control you. Once you're protected from all the agents, once you're protected spiritually, mentally, and physically, you're gonna start vibing really high. And that's obvious. But most people can't get that in their head. They're like, oh man, why can't I turn up? I'm doing this, I'm doing this, I'm doing this. Well, everyone is saying the same thing. You know how many connects make videos about staying shielded, but then there's those low level connects where they still don't understand that the code is right in front of their face. You know what I'm saying? So we need to be aware and decode the dreams as well. Decoding the dreams. Like I'm making sure that if I have a dream, I'm observing the dream and how it played off, because I know that there's something in my life that's going on, that spirit is giving me a message, but it's coded. Everything is coded. But once you're able to see behind the scenes, look between the lines, and I think I just said that backwards, I don't even know. But once you're able to, go deep, you'll start seeing the codes. And a lot of times in my video, I'll probably say the same thing over and over again. But it's to help you guys, because the message somehow, the way how the subconscious mind works nowadays is undivided attention. And I noticed this by the way how I used to observe, or how I used to listen. It's like basically the mind is kind of programmed so that when you're listening to a very high vibes message, your your mind goes into a portal. It goes into a portal or a thought, so that you're basically tuned out and you can't even pay attention to the message. And I made a video about portals, about mental portals. So now you see how that links up. Every time, how I used to observe videos, I would basically like zone out. I'll be watching the video, but it won't be like my full attention. I'll kind of be like undivided attention, where I'm thinking about this thing and I'm thinking about like three different thoughts, and I'm in different portals right now, but I'm not even focusing on a really true high vibes message. So when you can give 100% focus to the true spiritual message, that's when you're gonna be able to turn up. So, yeah, and let's keep turning up. Let's keep rising, cause my vibes are high, and I'm sure if you put in the work, your vibes are gonna be high too. It's easy. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to turn up. It's just that it's the process of paying attention and actually doing it. So yeah. Let's see, what's something else Spirit wants me to say. So yeah, that's pretty much it. The dreams, decoding the dreams. Um, if you want higher level information, you got to shield up. Um, yep, that's good for now. But my full love, be sending out. Let's keep turning up.